Alright, welcome back guys. We're going to start off this stretching series with trunk rotations. Very easy stretch to do. You just lie on your back in an open space and rotate your hips side to side. Now you don't have to force your hips down all the way to the ground on the first couple of rotations. Just take them as far as they'll go, and as you rotate from one side to the other, they should get progressively further or closer to the ground. So take your time, breathe normally with these, and just rotate one side to the other. The ultimate objective is to eventually have the knees touch the floor on each side. Next up is the cat stretch. It has its roots in yoga as the cat pose. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our hands under our elbows and our elbows under our shoulder. And as you can see, I'm pushing the upper part of my back up as high as I can, and I'm curving it while pulling my chin into my chest, taking a couple of seconds to breathe in deeply and exhale. Then we're going to push the stomach or the abdominals towards the ground. And we're going to do that, hold that for about a half a second and repeat. It's going to give us a really good stretch in our thoracic part of our spine as well as our abdominals. Next up is the kettlebell stretch. We want to get an elevated platform so when we stretch down, we're able to go beyond the distance of our toes. As you can see, the thoracic portion of the spine is getting a good stretch, as well as the rear deltoids, the rhomboids, the traps, everything upper body, even the lats are getting involved here. As far as the lower body, the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back is all getting a stretch here. I like to make sure that I curve my upper portion of my body so that it can get as much stretch as possible when we're going beyond the toes. We're going to do this slow, controlled, lightweight, that way we don't injure ourselves. You don't have to go with the traditional thought of keeping the back straight. You should be able to maintain this movement with lightweight. Next up is the dynamic lunge. We're going to start with both hands on the ground as well as both feet. And as you can see, I'm going to take a hard step forward wherever my hand was at. So if we're working on the right side of the body, I'm going to take a hard step towards where that right hand is at. This is going to really loosen up the hips. This is going to loosen up the lower back as well. As you can see, I'm throwing my arm in the air. And so the shoulder and the chest is opening up. Next up is the reverse bridge. We're going to start with our palms on the ground and facing away from our body, and our feet flat on the ground. We want our hands underneath our elbows and our elbows underneath our shoulder. What we're going to do is a pelvic thrust towards the ceiling. As I push my hips up, I want to push it up as high as possible until everything is flat from my shoulders all the way down to my knees. As you can see, I'll push up to pretty much a plank position. We're going to stretch out the shoulders, we're going to stretch out the glutes, the hamstrings, the chest. Everything is going to get a good stretch here. You don't want to do it too fast, and you also don't want to do it too slow. You want to find a good rhythm right in the middle. Last stretch we have is the lunging fencer stretch. What we want to do is get in a lunging position. I like to use whichever leg I have forward. I like to put that same arm inside of the knee and flat on the ground. And as you can see here, I also like to do it in a pulsing movement. Some people like to stand up and rotate. I like to just get all 5 done out of the way. As you can see, we're opening up the shoulders and the arms as much as possible and as high towards the ceiling, stretching out the chest, shoulders, lower back. Everything's getting a good stretch here, guys. And this concludes our active stretching. Really good job, guys. This is really good for a squat day, leg day, lower back day, deadlift day. Thank you guys for being members, and I'll see you at the next workout.